Well, it doesn't get much bigger than this on the Rev game of the week. We are in the second round of the regionals at Clark Lambert Field at Lady Gator Park for the rubber match between two Ascension Parish rivals. DUTCHTOWN at Santa Ma. Santa Ma won game one earlier this year. A couple of weeks ago, DUTCHTOWN won the second, and the winner tonight will advance to the quarterfinals. I'm Jeff Porsche, and Corinne Wagaspak is with me, and we will look at this game after this break. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
Welcome to REV, delivering fiber-powered technology for both your home and your business. With phone service that connects you to what's important, internet that keeps your devices up and running, TV that delivers all the big moments, and security that protects how you live and work. All backed by local support teams right here in Louisiana. With 5-star service and reliability you can count on, we're ready to connect you to the people and places that matter most. REV.
BT Chapman and AJ Pickett with Advantage Therapy are honored and excited to team up with Santa Ma High School Athletics. At Advantage Therapy, we are dedicated to helping our patients regain the highest possible functional status through one-on-one patient care. Advantage Therapy has spent nearly 2 decades providing both outpatient orthopedic physical therapy and occupational therapy to the people of Ascension and surrounding parishes. From all of us at Advantage Therapy, go Gators!
Chris's Specialty Foods has you covered for tailgating this season. We do all the prep work so you can spend time enjoying your family and friends. Steaks, burgers, sausage, chicken, wild game, and many other great pork options. Our central location is now open on Wax Road behind the Walmart. And the new Highland location serves hot lunches and has a meeting space for your work team. New Orleans and Millerville are rocking as well. It's fast, affordable, and delicious. It's Chris's Specialty Foods.
Everybody loves Chris's.
REV presents the Action Minute.
Here's the Clinical Director of Action Therapy and Wellness, Haley Leindecker.
Let's talk about preventing hamstring tears with football players. The single leg glute bridge will strengthen your hamstrings and glutes. Lie on your back with one foot on the ground and the other leg extended. Push through the grounded heel to lift your hips, keeping the leg extended in line with your body. Hold at the top, then lower slowly. The Romanian deadlifts build eccentric hamstring strength and reinforce proper hip hinge mechanics. Stand with dumbbells or a barbell, hinge at your hips with a soft bend in the knees, lower the weight down the front of your legs, and return to standing using your hamstrings and glutes. For walking lunges with hamstring emphasis, take long strides into a forward lunge, leaning slightly forward at the hips. Focus on pushing off the heel of the front leg to engage the hamstrings. Action Therapy and Wellness specializes in physical therapy, sports therapy, and hand therapy. Just remember, no referrals needed. Give us a call today.
Supreme service, supreme selection, and supreme savings are all at Supreme Chevy and Gonzales. Shop Silverado, Tahoe, and Suburban, Traverse, Trax, and more. Win every time when you ride with the winning team at Supreme Chevy and Gonzales.
Rufino's is where Louisiana comes to celebrate life. Food is what brings us all together, and at Rufino's, we rely on Rev Business to deliver a high-end guest experience. From reservations and in-restaurant connectivity to keeping orders moving across devices from kitchen to table, it's a big part of our success. Rev helps us connect Louisiana to a dining experience that's truly remarkable.
REV Business. Fiber internet, phone, video. Visit letsrev.biz.
We're back, and we are ready for the regionals at Lady Gator Park, Clark Lambert Field. Jeff Porsche here. Corinne Wagaspak is with me. As you see, the 12-seeded DUTCHTOWN Lady Griffins coming across our line to take on the 5th-seeded Santa Ma Lady Gators. This is going to be a good one. Like I said earlier, this is the rubber match. These two teams split their 2 games in District 5, 5A this season. As you take a look at the Lady Gators right there, they are the 5 seed in the non-select D1 playoffs. They are 23-8 on the year, and they, of course, represent District 5-5A. They were the runners-up in District to Walker. They finished 9-3. This is their first playoff game this season because in the first round they had a bye in that non-district matchup. And so the number 12 seed on the other side, the Lady Griffins from DUTCHTOWN High School, and they are 17-13 on the season. They are also a District 5-5A team, as are all the 5A teams here in Ascension Parish. They are 6-6 in district. They were kind of in the middle of the pack, but at the last week of the season they beat Santa Ma and East Ascension, and they won their by-district game against Sulphur by a final score of 7-6. Now, we said this is the rubber match. These two teams played on March the 12th, and you see right there, Santa Ma won by the 10-run rule, 16-6, and then on the 7th, that was just a couple of weeks ago, we had the REV game of the week, and both of these were REV games of the week. And Santa Ma had an 11-5 lead with one out and nobody on in the bottom of the 7th, and then DUTCHTOWN scored 7 unanswered runs and came back and won that game 12-11. And so this is going to be the big one, and it's no bigger than this because you got a lot on the line for the next game for the winner, because when you look at the regional pairings, you have a situation where you look there in that first quadrant right there, DUTCHTOWN versus Santa Ma. The winner is likely to play down the road at East Ascension, so not a very far trip for either team. Now, if Airline beats East Ascension, and they're going to be playing at the same time as this game, whoever wins this game would get a home game. So regardless, this is a big situation. And as you see, the top quadrant right there, the top seed is Walker. So whoever makes it out of that quadrant would play Walker in Sulphur. And so that would be another 5-5A rematch. And then you got Benton, West Monroe, Barb, Destrehan, Live Oak, Natchitoches Central, and North Shore versus Sam Houston. And so that's kind of how it all stacks up. The umpires are at home plate meeting with the coaches, but when you look at all the results, that's amazing that 3 teams in 5-5A had a bye in the by-district round. Live Oak defeated Prairieville, another 5-5A team, by a score of 9-5, and DUTCHTOWN beat Sulphur by a score of 7-6. So the winner of this game would get Airline or East Ascension. And so there's a lot on the line here. As you see the two teams right there, and you see on the left side in purple, that's Coach Nancy Ensminger, and then on the right in the black with the baseball cap and the ponytail, that's Amy Petrie. And they're going over the ground rules. These two teams know each other. This is like the 895th matchup between Coach Ensminger and Coach Petrie. So these two teams know a lot about each other. And while we wait, we can go over the lineup, the batting order for the DUTCHTOWN Lady Griffins. Leading off is going to be Caroline Johnson at shortstop. Anna White bats second in center. Jenna Blanchard bats third in left field. Cleanup is number 7, the third baseman, Sophia English. And then behind the plate, Kaylee Wilson, number 37. Grace Berto plays second base and bats 6. Paisley Berry, the designated player, or excuse me, it's not Paisley Berry, Brooke Vicknair at first base, bats 6, and then Grace Berto at second base, excuse me. Paisley Berry, the designated player, in the 8th spot. And then the pitcher today is Riley Rabon. She pitched the game against Sulphur and got the win right there. And while we still wait for the introduction of the lineups, let's go through the defensive starters, and I'll introduce Corinne Wagesback.
Yeah, hi. So for our Lady Gators defense, we have we have Kendall Landry pitching, Brooke Raboulet catching, Katie Landry at first, Devin Tanner at second, Olivia Johnson at third, Bailey Decato at short, Kinley Trish in left field, Madeline Stevens in center, and Riley Causey in right field. So it's going to be a great matchup.
Absolutely, and you were here for that second matchup, and that was an incredible game. Both of us thought that Santa Ma had the game under control, and they were it looked like it was more likely to be a 10-run rule game than a Dutchtown victory, but Dutchtown made an incredible comeback to get that, and that helped them elevate them to a home playoff game last week and now a chance to get to the quarterfinals this week.
Yeah, it really was one of the craziest games I've seen, and coming from that today, it's really going to be an interesting game, and I know that Santa Ma's ready to come back from that, and Dutchtown's ready to do it again, so it'll definitely be interesting. So exciting.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that at that point, Dutchtown looked like they were going to be a playoff team, but they pretty much had zero chance of getting a home game because they were about to fall to Santa Ma, and they were going to be in the low teens, and they won that game. And then a couple of days later, they went to East Ascension, and they won that game as well. So they had two huge wins at the end of the season. That bumped them all the way up from a situation where they were about 18 or 19 all the way up to 12. And when you're 12, you get a home game. So they got that home game against Sulphur. And now they've got a road game, but they've got a chance to get a win against a team they beat a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, they've really put themselves in good position, getting that momentum at the end of the season, bringing them up, and now they're on a roll, so it'll really be good to see them continue that.
Yeah, and Santa Ma was a little bit disappointed, obviously, because of that loss, because that kept them out of the top 4. And so they dropped to 5, and that means that they're going to have to play on the road in the quarterfinals. So that's something that they're not happy about, but they have a chance to get a win here, and then they could go to East Ascension because that's the quarterfinal team, and they've actually won on that field this season. So let's go to the starting lineups from the public address announcer. So we are ready for Ascension Parish head-to-head playoff softball between Sanama and Dutchtown. Both of these teams made it to Sulphur last year. Only one of these teams has a chance of making it this season because the loser will be eliminated. And the winner of this game doesn't have very far to travel, perhaps, if East Ascension does their job this afternoon. And I'm sure that our producer, Lyle Boudreau, will be giving us periodic updates on that game as well.
Yeah, we'll have to keep up with them, too, see what happens next for next week.
And last year, if you may recall, our final broadcast for softball was a head-to-head Ascension Parish playoff game here at Clark Lambert Field. It was between East Ascension and Sanama, and Sanama won that game and punched their ticket to Sulphur. They still have 2 wins to go before they can do that, but the road to Sulphur begins here for them. But it's a tough team with Dutchtown, and you're going to see 1, 2, and 3, Caroline Johnson, Anna White, and Jenna Blanchard for the Lady Griffins. And there's Caroline Johnson leading off, 368 on the season. And in the circle, Kendall Landry. First pitch, ball.
These playoff games are always so intense but exciting because it's just every pitch matters here, and they know that, and that either drives you to do better or, it's a do it or go home type situation. So you leave it all out here.
And the second pitch is high, 2-0, and you can tell the atmosphere is a lot more intense than it was a couple of weeks ago. We had a big crowd at Lady Griffin Park for the second matchup between these two teams. But this place is completely full, and there's a lot of excitement here as the third pitch is a ball. So Landry's falling behind to the leadoff hitter, 3-0 right here.
Looks like we've got a fan that brought a train horn today.
Yeah. Oh, they probably got a lot of things out here. 3-0 pitch, and it's a strike. So 3-1. Caroline Johnson, we've seen her in the middle of the lineup. She's hit cleanup a few times. She's hit in that 5-6 hole as well. She's got 3 homers and 15 RBIs. That's a low number for her. She started her freshman and sophomore seasons, and she's a solid home run hitter, and she walks on 5 pitches. So that's a good start for the Lady Griffins. Now, they faced Kendall Landry a couple of weeks ago in that 12-11 game. She got to the 6th, and she was cruising along. Then they took her out after a couple of batters reached base, and they brought in their relief pitcher, Burke. But then she came back and finished and gave up the game-winning base hit.
I was just about to mention that. I mean, they've just seen her not long ago, so it's like they have that advantage of remembering what her spots are, where she's pitched, where she pitches for them, and where they should, get in the box and be prepared for. So it definitely puts them at a little advantage that they've just seen her so recently.
And the 1-0 pitch, a bunt to Anna White, straight to the third baseman, and the throw from Johnson to Landry in time. So you get a 1-3 sacrifice for Anna White, and Caroline Johnson moves to second. And now you're going to see if number 12, Jenna Blanchard, can get a base hit and perhaps give Dutchtown the lead. Get a runner in scoring position for the first time. We're just underway. No score. Lady Gators, Lady Griffins. And there's a grounder to third. Great stop. And she looks at third, then goes to first. Johnson was going to make it there safely. But that's a great play by Olivia Johnson. Maybe saved a run right there.
Yeah, that was a great play. Way to check her, let her hold for a second, and still be able to make that throw to first was.
Right. Dakota was backing up Johnson in case she missed the ground ball, but she was not going to make it to third in time to catch Johnson. So she made the right call through to first, got the sure out, and now Sophia English will come to the plate. Coach Insminger calls timeout and wants to have a discussion with the home plate umpire. Not sure what that's about. Doesn't look too serious. She heads back to her dugout. Now English comes up with 2 on and a base hit, and Dutchtown scores. First RBI single up the middle by Sophia English brings home Caroline Johnson 1-0.
That was a great job by English. Just right up the middle, went with that pitch and got her runner and did her job. All she had to do was hit something to that side and score that runner, so that was a great job.
The Lady Griffins take the lead, and that was a good job. First pitch swing right there. Did her job.
She was ready. She's seen her. She's prepared mentally.
Yep. That's a good point to make, is when you've seen a pitcher a third time, you kind of get...
You know what to expect, you know?
Absolutely.
And they've all kind of been back in that box. So I'm sure they've got the gist of what she's throwing and where they should be to hit off of her. So. And
now Kaylee Wilson comes in, and now we're going to have a visit as Rabelais wants to settle down her pitcher. And that may have gone into some of the thinking for Coach Nancy Ensminger, because both times these two teams met in the regular season, you had Brooke Vickner in the circle. Now she's going to start Raybon today, and she's come in the game both times, but she hasn't started.
Yeah.
Does that make a difference?
I feel like yes. And sometimes they'll do that she might need Brooke to finish if they start hitting her, if they start hitting Raybon. So it really just depends. And they also just seen Vickner. So it's like they just seen her, let me try this. And so I think that was a smart move on her part.
Look at all the fans up there by the Intimidator. That's interesting. It's crowded in here.
Yeah.
And it's 3-0 to Kaylee Wilson. She had the 3 RBI single that won the game. Bases loaded in the bottom of the 7th, and she got a single. She stopped at first, but all 3 runs scored. She hit it to the wall in right center.
I bet that was an amazing feeling for her.
I bet. 3-0. Strike 1. Got to wait a second, get the delayed strike call from the home plate umpire. He's not too demonstrative.
Yeah.
Sometimes you see him get excited about that. He does kind of
that energy's already intense now, so I'm sure it's going to.
Yep. All 4.
Landry's trying to find her groove here.
Still early. There's still plenty of time. And you look at the outcomes in these 2 games, and you got 16-6 and 12-11. So you've had 3 scores in these 2 games that were in double digits, as now Coach Amy Petrie is going to go and talk to her team in the circle. And as usual, she is very relaxed. She's been in this situation dozens of times in the playoffs. And she probably knows right here, this is a big time because you got 2 runners on base, and you got Brooke Vickner coming to the plate. She homered in this series earlier this season. So this is a big moment, right?
Yeah, and as a player, from her perspective, I mean, that's just it's a lot of pressure on her and the team that as they start off the playoffs it's a whole different season. It's a whole different ball game. It's do or die. So it's a whole different mental aspect that she has to put into play here.
So first pitch, Steve Rake 1. So you have 2 walks and a base hit so far this inning. That is accounted for the 1 Dutchtown run. You got 2 runners on base right now. 0-1 count. Strike 2.
And they just need 1 out here for the Lady Gators, but with Vickner up here, they really got to be careful what they're throwing.
So now it's 0-2, so she's in a good situation.
Yeah.
You going to try to get her to chase something outside the strike zone right here?
Yeah, or change up.
Outside the strike zone. Now 1-2.
Definitely not going to put anything too close for her.
Yeah, that's the advantage of having that 0-2 count. Count now 1-2. 2 outs, 2 on. Even, 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. You have English at second, Wilson at first. 1 run is in. RBI single by English, scored Johnson. 2-2. Whoa, the changeup right there, right?
Yeah.
So, beauty.
Yeah, that was a great pitch.
And so Dutchtown gets 1 run on 1 hit. No errors. 2 left. So after half an inning, it's 1-0 Lady Griffins. And now Santa Ma, their starting lineup. Let's look at their batting order right here. You got Bailey Ducote leading off at short. Riley Causey in right. Brooke Rabelais behind the plate hits third. Cleanup number 10, Olivia Johnson at third. Devin Tanner, number 19, at second. The pitcher, Kendall Landry in the circle. Katie Landry at first, number 18, bats seventh. Then Kimberly Trish in left, and then Madeline Stevens in center. And let's look at the defensive starters for Dutchtown.
Yeah, in the field, we've got Riley Raybon. She's pitching today. Kaylee Wilson's catching. Brooke Vickner at first. Grace Berto at second. Sophia English at third. Caroline Johnson at shortstop. Jenna Blanchard in left. Anna White in center. And Lexi Accord in right field.
And so Dutchtown strikes first with 1 run in the top of the first. And now this is a tough situation in the 2 hitters at the top of the lineup for Santa Ma, because you got Raybon on the mound that's I think the pit crew back there. Helping out with the cheering and the horns and everything. But Ducote and Causey, that's as tough a 1-2 punch as you get in softball, because you're going to get back-to-back left-handed slap hitters that can reach base in a hurry. Even we saw them beat out ground balls to the pitcher earlier when we've had these matchups.
It could be small ball, it could be a line drive. You never know with them, but they're quick, and you got to get the ball there quick.
And so Ducote comes up 491 on the season. First pitch takes a strike. So that's a good start for Riley Raybon. She's 4-3 on the year. She's got that playoff win though. Oh, 1 low and outside, 1-1. Lyle Boudreau doing his job out there back home, giving us the updates from East Ascension. East Ascension 1, Airline nothing in the first.
Looks like Ducote might play some small ball here.
Strike 2. Hasn't dropped one yet. Good look at the leadoff hitter for the Lady Gators. Takes it outside. Counts 2-2. Now she is going to slap and get on base, but she's got 6 doubles and 5 triples on the season, so she can do a lot more if she needs to.
Yeah, and with her speed, that puts her at an advantage that she can make that single a double or that double a triple in her situation.
And there's the base hit to left. Got past English and Johnson, and there's a leadoff single. And now it gets fun for the Lady Gators, because you got a girl with 17 bags on the season at first, and Riley Causey, who can move her over as well. So when the leadoff hitter gets on and you got a slap hitter right behind her, does your strategy change at all right here?
I do think so, yes, because they're trying to move that runner over. When you have a person who can lay down that bunt right there.
Just like that, but a quick throw gets away.
She's going at 3.
Berto, and a slide at third, safe. And so you're going to get an error on the second baseman right there. Berto should have been able to get that ball, and it cost him a runner at third. As you see the slap right there, a good throw. She just couldn't hold on to it. English, I think, got the ball there on time. And now this is a tough situation for the Lady Griffins, because you have first and third, nobody out, and Brooke Rabelais, who can hit bombs at the plate.
And the thing about that, too, is Coach Pichu knows that they can field that bunt, but she's still going to test their arms and try to get them to make that throw so things like this happen. And now she has her up with 2 runners on.
And the throw back to the pitcher, stolen base. So you should likely be 1 out, runner on second right here. Now you've got no outs, runners on second and third. And that's just a tough situation to be in right now. Rabelais 520 on the year.
Really stirs up the defense too when stuff like that happens.
Strike called. The count now 1 ball, 1 strike. Bailey with a clean base hit to left. And then Causey reaches on the error on the throw to first. Not handled by the second baseman. Moved to Ducote to third. Riley Causey has since stolen second. And there's a grounder foul. She mistimed that one.
Yeah, right out in front, but looked like it might have been an off-speed pitch.
She was not in danger of a strikeout right there, but she was still able to make contact.
Mm-hmm.
And for her sake, it went foul because I'm sure that's not what you wanted to do right there.
And with 2 strikes on her, you really got to go for it, and if not, foul it off. So that's what she did.
1-2, fouled away to the baseball field, which is empty right now. Sanoma, the surprise by-district winner in baseball, they knocked out Central in a 2-game sweep. They're going up to Benton. Ball low, 2-2. DUTCHTOWN baseball team got a bye. They're going to play Sulphur this week.
What about Prairieville?
Prairieville was eliminated by Live Oak in both baseball and softball. It's interesting because Sulphur is going to play DUTCHTOWN in baseball and softball, and then you had that situation as well. And there's a looper. It's going to fall. Base hit. 1 run scores. We're tied. Rabelais goes to second on the throw. That was just a little flare to center field that really didn't have a lot of energy behind it, but it dropped.
Yeah, it did the job right there. And with that girl throwing it to home, if just been a little lower, that pitcher could have cut it off and got Rabelais at second possibly.
Now you're going to get the courtesy runner Rockefort coming in at second. So it's an RBI base hit for Rabelais. That is her 63rd RBI of the year. So now Ducote has scored to tie the game. Causey could only move to third because she had to wait to see if that ball was going to hang up and get caught. And so she just moves to third, but on the throw to the plate, Rabelais moves to second. And so you still have second and third with no outs, but this game is tied. And so now you have the team getting together in a circle. And you see on the right, number 16, Vickner. She's one of the senior captains of this team, and she's kind of giving out the instructions like somebody like that's going to do because she's got tons of experience.
She knows how intense these playoffs can get, and you really have to make sure that your team is calm and collected and knows to trust in what they've been preparing for all the season, you know.
Yeah, and she is likely, if there's trouble here, make an appearance in the circle. But we have yet to see her. Olivia Johnson now at the plate. 400 hitter. And that is caught. And so first out as the bunt attempt is unsuccessful. They may have been trying to squeeze home a run right there, but a tough play right there for Johnson.
Yeah, that would have been executed well. Anything popped up on the bunt is dangerous for the runner and the batter.
Yeah, you could have gotten doubled up at third base right there. So they're fortunate just to have the 1 out. Now Devin Tanner comes up, 389 on the year. You never get a break in this Sanoma lineup.
No, consistent hitters all around.
Strike. So this is a good response by Raybon.
Yeah.
Because she has not been in a lot of these situations because she's the younger pitcher. Vickner was in a lot of these situations last year, but she's responding well so far after the mound visit, or the circle visit, excuse me.
Yeah, and she's definitely getting those strikes in there. Just a matter of getting the plays behind it.
So 1 run has scored. We're tied. Getting the signals from the dugout. 1-1. Change up over. Tanner couldn't do anything with that one. So now she's ahead 1-2. Cody singled. Causey reached on an error. Rabelais singled, drove into Cody. Now we have second and third, 1 out. Popped, and will they get that one? They do. Back-to-back pop-ups to the catcher. How strange is that?
Right. That's tough as a hitter.
So this is a great response. Kaylee Wilson makes back-to-back outs behind the plate, and now Kendall Landry will try to give herself a lead as the pitcher.
Anything to that right side can possibly score 1 or 2 runs here, so
yep,
not a bad position.
First pitch outside. Ball 1. 2 outs. We are tied. This is a big moment early. Fly ball to deep center. Will it be in play? It is over the fence and out of here. I thought that Anna White might be able to grab it at the wall, but she could not, just past her reach. And that is a home run, and it's a 4-1 lead for the Santa Maria Lady Gators.
Well, she put herself ahead there.
She said, "Let me get a little bit more comfortable with my with my lead." And I tell you what, that ball was about 6 inches over the fence, because I thought that Anna White would be able to get there. It looked like she had a beat on it.
I just knew how high it was. It looked like it kept rising. I was like, yeah, that's gone. It's a great hit.
Yeah, I was kind of concerned because it looked like she had to play as we look at the replay.
Yeah, it looks like it almost got her glove.
She had it, but yeah, it was over. It looked like about a foot over the fence, I guess. I thought it was inches, but like when I looked at the replay right there, it looked like it was a certain home run. And so that's 4 across the plate in the bottom of the first. And now DUTCHTOWN has a 4-1 lead. Coach Ensminger met with the pitcher in the circle after that home run to try to settle things down. Katie Landry at the plate. And that's how close you were to getting out of that inning. If this field would have been about 2 feet longer, that fence would have been 2 feet further back, they would have gotten out of that inning with just 1 run. But now Santa Maria has a comfortable lead early, 4-1.
Yeah, that's why, especially with playoffs, I mean, literally every single play matters. Like, it could go either way. And especially between these teams, we saw them shift in momentum so much that last game, and I feel like we're going to see that same pattern.
So now to count 1 and 2 to Katie Landry. 274 hitter. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and the inning is over. But Santa Maria scores 4 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and nobody left. So after 1 inning, Santa Maria leads DUTCHTOWN 4-1. You're watching the REV Game of the Week.
Welcome to REV, delivering fiber-powered technology for both your home and your business. With phone service that connects you to what's important, internet that keeps your devices up and running, TV that delivers all the big moments, and security that protects how you live and work. All backed by local support teams right here in Louisiana. With 5-star service and reliability you can count on, we're ready to connect you to the people and places that matter most. REV.
I'm Duke Gronowski, and I love being a customer of REV. I was with one of the big guys, and I just wasn't getting the service that I expected. With 5-star customer service, I knew I'd be in great hands with REV. So moving into my first home, having technology that worked smoothly and worked every time was very important to me. I do a lot of virtual calls online, conference calls, and it's important for me not to have those calls buffering, or paused, or anything like that. And the speed is great. The bandwidth is there. Switching to REV Fiber Internet was a no-brainer to me.
Top of the second, Clark Lambert Field at Lady Gator Park. Jeff Porsche, Corinne Waggis back with us. And Dutchtown has some work to do now. It's 4-1. Sanamaw with the lead. And Kendall Landry gave up that run in the first. And I'm sure she was not happy about that. And then she said, let me see if I can get a 3-run homer and get us back on top. And that's where we stand right now. 3-run homer by Kendall Landry, the difference.
Yeah, she definitely helped herself out here. Made her a little less pressure on the mound, on the circle.
Always get that circle and mound confused. Just kind of instinct sometimes.
Yeah.
And now you get 7, 8, 9. Berto, Barry, and Raybon. First pitch fouled away by Berto. So Berto, 309. She's co-leader in doubles. Good shot of the starting pitcher and home run hitter. Dual threat. It's not the first time Sanamaw's had a dual threat in a circle.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
They always have a good solid pitcher to help them out.
Who can also take one out the park when necessary.
All right.
0-2. Strike 3. Back-to-back Ks.
Yeah, got her on that rise ball there.
So Kendall Landry finding a groove right now. She struck out Vicknair to end the first, and she strikes out Berto to start the second. Now Paisley Berry comes to the plate. She usually plays first when Vicknair is in the circle, but she's a designated player today because Vicknair is at first. That gets away. Ball 1. It's the kind of pitch you like to throw when nobody's on base.
Yeah, you're grateful that no one's on base when you throw that pitch.
Exactly.
Energy's high over there in that Dutchtown dugout.
Yeah. You know, after that first game, they gave up the 10-run rule, and they kind of felt discouraged, but they fell behind and came close to getting into that 10-run rule situation in the second game, but now they kind of feel empowered because their attitude is, we've come back from a bigger deficit than this as you get a base hit.
Yeah.
Their attitude is 4-1. Well, you know, we've already been down 11-5, so we can handle this, and they get a base hit.
Bailey Ducote almost made that snag at short. It was a great dive.
Yeah, it was close.
I believe she's continuing her career at LSUA after this, one of our Sanamaw seniors.
Yeah, there's only a handful of seniors on both of these teams, but they're big players.
Yeah.
On both sides.
Key players on their team.
Yep. Raybon grounded to short, to second for 1, back to first for 2, and you get the 6-4-3 double play to end the Dutchtown second. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left. And so we go to the bottom of the second, and it is still 4-1 Lady Gators leading the Lady Griffins as you take a look at Coach Nancy Insminger.
Yeah, Coach Nancy here. This is be her 20th season at Dutchtown. She's made it to the state finals in 2015 and 2025, and she has earned 2 state championships at Parkview Baptist in 2002 and 2005.
So she has been at Dutchtown for a long time. She's I believe the second all-time coach at Dutchtown, and she's been there. She's been there at least until the mid to late 2000s, and so She is kind of a mainstay. Dutchtown coaches don't ever leave, it seems like. In basketball, Coach Hill has been there forever. In baseball, Coach Shake's been there forever. And Coach Nancy has been there a long time, but they're also very successful, as you can indicate right there.
They always have solid programs.
Yeah, in all their sports. As last year, they made it all the way to the finals, and they did that again in 2015, as you saw. And both times, they lost to Sam Houston. And both times that she made it to the finals, 3 teams from 5-5A made it to Sulphur. So that tells you how tough this district is.
Yeah. Always.
Go now to the end of the second inning over at EA. Our score, EA 1, Airline nothing. Right here, it's Santa Maria 4, Dutchtown 1, as it's 8-9-1 coming to face Riley Raybon. And it's Kinley Trish, Madeline Stevens, Bailey Ducote.
Right back in the top of the lineup already in the second.
Yeah, that's what happens when you give up 4 in the first. .295 hitter. Fouled away. What's tough for Raybon in that first inning was you already had 2 outs when Landry hit the home run. And the third out could have been that throw to first on the bunt by Causey that was dropped by the second baseman. So if the defense had held, she wouldn't have come to the plate right there.
Yeah.
And so that was a tough break, right?
Yeah, and good teams are going to capitalize on those kind of errors that happened, and that's what they're going to do.
So that's what you would call an unearned run. And that's what Santa Maria does. You can't give them a break. You can't give them an inch because they'll take a foot. Swing and a miss. And so Trish strikes out, and Madeline Stevens comes to the plate. 342 hitter. So no relief in that 9-hole.
Yeah.
And another left-handed hitter with lots of speed.
That's what's nice about their lineup is the consistency all around.
Swing and a miss. She has 2 home runs, too, so she can pull one out of here if you give her a chance. There's not a lot of wind out here. It's cloudy, mostly cloudy, but not really a threat of rain. Just kind of an overcast day. And not too warm. That's the best part.
Yeah, it is a nice day, just of the cool weather, but not too hot.
1-1. Outside, 2-1.
Stevens being very disciplined right here.
Make her throw strikes. 2-1 pitch. And she made her throw a strike. That's strike 2 on that outside corner. Got to wait a second. This umpire at home plate kind of thinks about it for a second, then makes the call.
Leaves you guessing.
Yeah. And that's popped back towards us, past us. Count remains 2-2. So Dutchtown got 1 run in the first on an RBI base hit by English. And then Santa Maria answered with 4, the key being the 3-run home run by Kendall Landry. And that's where we stand. As a swing and a miss. And so now Riley Raybon has 3 strikeouts in a row. She got Landry to end the first, Trish and Stevens to begin the second. So she's finding her groove.
She's doing a great job. But that top of the lineup's back up to try to put something down and get them started back up again.
But you'd rather face them with 2 outs, right?
Right.
Because if you can get one of them out, you can get back in the dugout. Looked like she was going to drop one right there. Takes the strike instead. Fans just keep on coming in.
Oh, yeah, it's packed tonight.
One and one.
She's really working that outside corner for these left-handed batters these last 2 or 3.
Yes. And she's gotten the call on the outside corner.
Yeah,
so
that's why she's able to keep throwing it.
That's definitely giving her some power right there. Now she goes inside. Doesn't get the call. 2 and 1. Ducote singled and scored. Had a base hit to left. Solid, clean base hit. 2 and 1, 2 outs. Trish and Stevens have struck out so far. And there's that outside corner again. I think both teams know what the strike zone is at this point.
Yeah.
He's been very consistent.
Just a little bit off that plate, a couple of balls.
And there's a bouncer. Vicknair bobbles it, but steps on the bag. First base unassisted. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left. 4-1. Sanama with the lead as we go to the top of the third. You're watching the REV Game of the Week.
Welcome to REV, delivering fiber-powered technology for both your home and your business. With phone service that connects you to what's important, internet that keeps your devices up and running, TV that delivers all the big moments, and security that protects how you live and work. All backed by local support teams right here in Louisiana. With 5-star service and reliability you can count on, we're ready to connect you to the people and places that matter most. REV.
My name is Kiwanda Joshua, and I've been with REV for many, many years. I mean, I grew up in Ascension Parish, and REV has always been a part of this community, and everywhere we go, we see REV. The people at REV just understands Louisiana. Internet service is so fast, reliable, and I get a lot of stuff done with no interruptions. For me, fiber internet from REV is super fast. It's like swoosh. I can highly recommend REV. I've been with them all my life.
Welcome back to the REV Game of the Week, the playoff edition of the Game of the Week. Jeff Porsche with Corinne Wagaspack. It's 4-1, Sanama leading Dutchtown in the top of the third, and Kendall Landry will face the top of the order, 1, 2, and 3, to start the third inning. Caroline Johnson, bouncer, foul.
Got jammed up right there.
Yeah. She is responsible for the only run of the game. She walked to lead off, and she scored on the base hit by English. Oh, 1. Takes high. Close pitch, a little high. So it's Caroline Johnson, Anna White, Jenna Blanchard for Dutchtown. Johnson, 368, like we said earlier. She's the team leader in runs scored, and she got another one today. 35 now.
Just a little low.
Yep. 2 and 1. It'd be interesting to see what the strike zone is for the right-handed hitters in the left-handed batter's box as well.
Yeah,
we're seeing that with the lefties.
Right.
Bouncer, foul. Well, with the left-handed hitters, he was calling the strikes in that near the right-handed batter's box, right on that edge of that of the plate. So far, we haven't seen him call that on the. We'll see what happens if it reaches over the right side of the plate. from his perspective.
Yeah, I think he might still call those too.
2-2. That's just too high and outside. Count is full. So now Landry in danger of walking the leadoff hitter for the Lady Griffins. 3-2. Bouncer to the pitcher. Landry to Landry. 1-3. Sure, they've played pitch and catch a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure. That was a tough break there. She really got him out in front of that one.
Yep. It's a good comeback for Johnson after getting the full count. Now we get Anna White. She drops one, and it's 1-4 for the out. As White tried to sneak one.
Yeah, that was a real sneaky bunt.
Yeah, but unfortunately she'll go straight to the pitcher, and that's a good pickup by Tanner right there.
Yeah, they're just trying to get a runner on and move them one at a time to get them in scoring position.
Now Jenna Blanchard. There's that strike. So Johnson bounced to the pitcher. White bunted to the pitcher, both out at first. And that one's popped up. Does the first baseman have a chance? Landry can't get it. Just goes into the Dutchtown dugout.
Yeah, it just shifts it a little bit.
Yeah, I thought she was going to be able to have a play right there.
Yeah, me too.
So now to count 0-2.
Landry really got ahead of them in this inning.
Low. 1-2. EA still leads Airline 1-0 after 3 going into the 4th. One, two. There's a deep fly to left. And that is out of here. And so Jenna Blanchard answers with a home run and cuts the lead to 4-2. And both teams have now homered.
That was a great hit. Unexpected. She had two strikes on her right there.
Yeah, she just got her 4th home run of the season. She is a commit to Mississippi College, and that one was a no-doubter over the Intimidator, over the pit crew. So Blanchard grounded to third in the 1st, but homers to cut the lead to 4-2 in the 3rd. Now Sophia English, she got the RBI base hit. Takes a ball. And there's a good job by Olivia Johnson to snag
right to her
the line drive for the 3rd out, but Dutchtown does get a run back. 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, nobody left. The home run by Jenna Blanchard makes our score Santa Maria 4, Dutchtown 2 in the bottom of the 3rd. As you see, Coach Amy Petrie right there for the Lady Gators.
Yeah, Coach Amy, this is her 10th season at Santa Maria. She is 255-41-1 overall, 67-9 in district, 26-4 in playoffs, and she has won 4 state titles here at Santa Maria: 2019, 2022, 2003, and 24. So she's had a great time here at Santa Maria.
There's no arguing that she is the most successful active coach in Ascension Parish, as she has 4 state championships, and that's just having one is great. But when you get 4, and this team is looking had a chance to go to Sulphur again.
Yeah.
And they've gone every year since 21. So it's been 2, 3, 4, and 5. They've gone to Sulphur. And they got a chance to make it this year. Right now they got a 4-2 lead. It's going to be tough, though, because they got to go through two of the best teams in the state.
Yeah.
And just coincidentally, two of the best teams in the parish. If EA can hold their end of the bargain and get a win today, one of these two teams will be playing East Ascension this weekend.
Definitely an interesting bracket, and having our district be so strong, it's always close in who's playing what.
If Santa Maria would make it to Sulphur, that would mean that they would have beaten Dutchtown and East Ascension, and then they would have to play Walker. But think about what Dutchtown's got to do. They got to beat Santa Maria, East Ascension, and Walker. It's just crazy what you got to go through, either of these teams. This should be, by most accounts, a semifinal game.
Yeah,
based on the tradition and history of these two teams.
Right.
But it's a regional game. It's strange how that happens sometimes. 1-1 to Riley Causey. She reached on an error. Strike 2. She bunted to third. The throw was dropped by the second baseman.
Yeah, and Riley's got great speed, so I know that defense has to know to put a rush on that throw here.
1-2. That time she didn't get that outside corner. A little bit further out than normal. 2-2. She tried to maybe nibble a little bit too much right there. And a bouncer foul. It's a shame that Vicknair couldn't get there earlier, because they might have had a chance to tag her and get her out right there.
Yeah, he really pulled that inside pitch there.
And we talked about Santa Maria, how if they catch a break, they take advantage of it. We've talked about that so many times, so let's see what she can do with a 2-2 count. Takes the ball close. So now to count full. Three-two. And Wilson couldn't hold on. So you get another break. Will Causey take advantage.
Full count right here, big moment.
Bouncer to the pitcher, throw to first, out. So Santa Maria can't take advantage of the drop foul ball as Causey bounces out from Raybon to Vicknair.
Yep, Rabelais might take advantage of that though.
Yeah, she's somebody you don't want to make a mistake with. None of these hitters, for that matter. We might get our third home run of the game here if you do. We've seen the long ball a lot when these two teams have played. There were several long balls in the game at Dutchtown. Jolie Hartman and I did the game here at Santa Maria, and there were multiple home runs. I believe both Landrys hit homers.
Yeah, it's definitely something that changes the game up a bit, putting them ahead.
Strike. So right now, Riley Raybon has recorded 5 straight outs after the home run by Kendall Landry. That's a great response.
Yeah, that is.
2-1. All the Lady Gator runs came in the bottom of the first. Dutchtown got 1 in the first and 1 in the third. Ball 3-1.
Her count right here, so she's definitely looking for something that she can hit and hit well.
She's not looking to draw a base on balls right here, I don't think. If they give her something to hit, she'll probably attack it. Oh.
Just a little high, but
it looked, you can't really tell because the umpire just, you're waiting.
Yeah.
You never know. So I can't really tell you if it's a strike or a ball until I see that pump. It was a close pitch.
Yeah, it was close.
It was on the higher end of the strike zone from what we've seen so far today. 3-2. That's a ball. And so Rabelais does reach on a walk. So Rabelais has reached on a walk, and she is walked, as you see right there, Rockefort coming in to run.
Yeah, they're going to go ahead and try to get something started right here with the runner on and 1 out, so not a bad position to be in.
No, it's not. And Johnson comes to the plate. If you remember, she tried to drop a bunt on a potential squeeze and popped to the catcher. So she's looking to make amends. She's a team leader in doubles, along with Rabelais. 5 homers on the season. And she has made a lot of great plays at third today already.
Just got her.
Yep. It's so hard to play third base in softball, but she has done a really good job with that so far.
Yeah, she definitely does. It's a tough position. You gotta react fast, think fast.
She caught that line drive to end the inning. Two and one. And there's a shot to left. Foul. Straighten that out, and that would have gone for extra bases.
Yeah, that was a great piece. Just a little out in front, but she's still got some room to work with. Just get that straightened out.
Causey grounded to the pitcher. Rabelais walked, Rockefort running for her. Count full again. Raybon had retired 5 in a row, but now she's in danger of walking her second straight hitter. And she does. Feel like I jinxed her.
Yeah, I think you did.
Well, sorry about that. And so now you got Brooke Vicknair going in there and rounding up the troops. Tell them what to do. You can definitely tell who's in charge right there.
Yeah, just looking at them. That's okay. They need a leader.
Yes, they do. I'm sure she's getting instructions from the coaches.
Yeah.
Tell her this, tell them that, tell them they need to do whatever.
Sometimes it's better to hear it from a teammate than a coach, though.
And it doesn't cost you a mound visit or a circle visit. Tanner also popped to the catcher first time. Ball high. A lot of times after a visit, you see a strike right away. That time we did not.
with the runner in scoring position, it's definitely a time where she wants to come back and get back in this.
1-0 off the bat.
Made her swing there.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate foul ball. Count 1-1. And 2-1. So all of a sudden, Raybon's having trouble finding the strike zone. Watching Vic there at first, she's getting a lot of signals from the dugout, telling people what to do still. Fly ball to left, and it is going to be caught by Jenna Blanchard for the second out. That's a big out right there.
Yeah, definitely. That could have cost them 2 runs.
It's a pretty well hit ball, but just didn't get all of it. And now, speaking of well hit balls, Kendall Landry, who has a 3-run homer, which is the difference in today's game, as Santa Maria leads DUTCHTOWN 4-2.
Back up with 2 runners on base.
Yeah, you definitely got ducks on the pond. And there's the ball. If she connects and makes another 3-run shot right here, that would give Santa Maria a big advantage.
Definitely.
That was her 7th home run. And her 27th RBI, count 2-0. They're being careful around her, I'm sure.
Yeah. She's just trying to put something in play and get these runners moving.
Problem is Katie Landry also has a home run off this team earlier this season. On deck. Misses again, 3-0. You have Rockeford running for Rabelais at second and Olivia Johnson at first. 4-2, Lady Gators. Strike. So I was wondering if they were going to give her the intentional walk, but
yeah,
they come back with the 3-0 strike. And now you got the 3-1 pitch coming.
Yeah, so she's looking to drive her pitch here.
Yeah, she probably has a green light here, right?
Yeah, I would say so. If it's hers.
3-1.
On the
Off
hands.
the wrist. Did not hit the bat.
Yikes.
So that's a potential cause for concern right there, because that's a pitcher. Looks like she's okay.
Yeah, probably going to get her a runner, it looks like.
I wouldn't be surprised. That's long.
Yeah, she looks okay.
That's Amari Long coming in to run, I believe. So now you get another visit.
Bases loaded and 2 outs.
And a home run hitter potentially at the plate. You see Coach Petrie talking to her while DUTCHTOWN has their discussion. And actually, we have Raylan Hughes that's going to come to the plate in Katie Landry's spot. She has a home run on the season.
Coach Petrie does a good job of throwing some pinch hitters in moments like this.
Yeah, you got to have the feel for the moment.
Right. She puts a lot of trust in her players. in these kind of things.
Landry struck out her first at bat. Maybe she's feeling a little more comfortable with Hughes right here in this exact situation. Strike called. 1-1. Going through this inning, Causey grounded out. Rabelais walked. Johnson walked. Tanner flew out to the left, and then Kendall Landry was hit by a pitch. And now we have Raylan Hughes hitting for Katie Landry with 2 outs. Low, good stop. Katie Wilson prevented a run from scoring right there.
This is one of those moments in the playoffs, in this game, that can make a huge difference in the score and how the game goes.
2-1. Bases full of Lady Gators. 3-1. This is where you see which player or team is up for the moment.
Yeah, a lot of intensity. Especially coming from the Gators dugout here.
Popped straight up. Is it going to be in play? No. 3-2. Couple more feet.
This is one of the best or worst times to hit, but these pressure situations are always so much fun.
I can only imagine. I've never been in a playoff situation like that. It's a lot different, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fun. Adrenaline fun.
And the run scores on the walk. And it's 5-1. Lady Gators with the lead.
That was a great eye by Hughes. That could have turned.
Yeah. It was low. And now we're going to have Trish bat. And I think we're going to have Vic Nair come to the circle, as we're noticing that you have Barry coming into play first, I think. Vic Nair went to the dugout. I'm sure that was to switch gloves. And that's what's going to happen. Vic Nair is going to go to the circle. Raybon is going to exit to the dugout, and Barry will move to first. And so this will give us a chance because you played in these playoff games, and I mean, it doesn't look any different from a regular season game, but how much different is it going up with compared to bases loaded in like the middle of the season in a regular district game versus coming up with the bases loaded in a game like this?
Yeah, obviously you want it not to feel like that intensity of the playoffs, but at the same time you know that you're sitting with not being able to move forward if you don't perform or make a play. So it's a heavy feeling that you still have in the back of your mind, that you're thinking about whether you try not to, though, you know, but it's there, and you gotta do or die in these situations. And
have you ever been in a situation like that, not necessarily bases loaded, but like in an intense moment where you got to base hit in a situation like that?
Me, myself, hit? Yes, I would say so. Yeah, that's why I said it's the funnest situations.
And so we are now ready, as now Trish comes to the plate. She struck out. First pitch from Vic Nair. Strike. A little change of velocity, I would say, right?
Yeah, they're definitely going to have to adjust to Vic Nair, but they did just see her, as we spoke about earlier, in that last game that they came back from. So well, that DUTCHTOWN came back from. So they have seen her recently.
Strike two.
And Brooke did a good job that game.
Yes.
And Santa Maria didn't consistently hit that game.
So now comes in 0-2. Trying to get out of the inning with just one run. And she caught her looking for the third out. Santa Maria gets one run on no hits, no errors, 3 left. It's 5-1 as we go to the fourth. Santa Maria with the lead. You're watching the REV Game of the Week.
Welcome to REV, delivering fiber-powered technology for both your home and your business. With phone service that connects you to what's important, internet that keeps your devices up and running, TV that delivers all the big moments, and security that protects how you live and work. All backed by local support teams right here in Louisiana. With 5-star service and reliability you can count on, we're ready to connect you to the people and places that matter most. REV.
I'm Duke Gronowski, and I love being a customer of REV. I was with one of the big guys, and I just wasn't getting the service that I expected. With 5-star customer service, I knew I'd be in great hands with REV. So moving into my first home, having technology that worked smoothly and worked every time was very important to me. I do a lot of virtual calls online, conference calls, and it's important for me not to have those calls buffering or paused or anything like that. And the speed is great. The bandwidth is there. Switching to REV Fiber Internet was a no-brainer to me.
And we are at the top of the fourth inning at Clark Lambert Field at Lady Gator Park. I'm Jeff Porsche. Corinne Wagaspak is with me. It's 5-2. Santa Maria leads DUTCHTOWN as Kendall Landry gets ready to face 5, 6, 7. That's going to be Kaylee Wilson, then Brooke Vicknair and Grace Berto for DUTCHTOWN. Wilson reached on a walk in the top of the first. And first pitch is a ball. So she's got the 3-run lead, and I've talked about this before. DUTCHTOWN got the run off the Blanchard home run, and Santa Maria got it right back with the bases loaded walk.
Yeah.
And they tend to do that a lot. If you score a run, Santa Maria will get that run back sometimes.
Yeah, and after that last inning, when Vicknair came in and shut them down, it's like I said, it's just constantly switching, and that they get a play and catch the momentum, and then Santa Maria will, and it goes back and forth. So
yep,
it's a competitive game.
1-1. 1-2 now the count to Kaylee Wilson. The game, at least as far as the fans go, with the noisemakers and everything, definitely adds to the playoff atmosphere.
Yeah, I did thought that they banned some of those, like bells and stuff, to use for playoffs. So I don't know what the ruling on that was.
I don't think anybody is really overly concerned, because I think both sides right now are going at it. 2-2. Got her looking. And the first caught looking of the day for Kendall Landry, and it's 1 out. And that'll bring up Brooke Vicknair. Got an update from EA. It's not a good update. After 4, Airline leads East Ascension 2-1. Brooke Vicknair at the plate, struck out her first time at bat. We talked about the scenarios at the beginning of this game. The quarterfinals, if EA wins, the winner of this game would play at East Ascension.
Yes.
And so both teams would be fine with that, because both of these teams have won at East Ascension this year, and it's not a hard road trip.
Right. It's nice to be able to play.
Yep. As you get the bouncer to third, to the first baseman unassisted, 3 unassisted. So that gets the second out, and that's going to bring up Berto. But what is even more interesting and even more favorable is that if Airline wins that game, then whoever wins this game is going to host the quarterfinals. And so Santa Moss hosted so many quarterfinals in softball, they would have another chance to host one if they can win today and Airline beats East Ascension.
Right. It's crazy how that's working and are all in 20 minutes of each other.
Yep. Berto 1-0. Bouncer past the third baseman, fair ball. She's going to try for 2, and the throw not in time. So Berto gets a double. And so now you got a runner at second, and Barry, the new first baseman, is going to come in to hit. And so this is a big situation because you can cut the lead to 2 with a base hit right here.
Yeah.
And, we talk about Dutchtown. They could host Airline if Airline wins the game. And if Dutchtown is in a situation after what was going on 2 weeks ago where they could host a quarterfinal game, that would be miraculous.
Yeah, it's just
crazy how it happens, how things can turn sometimes. But they got some work to do today.
Right, but this lead is definitely not something to be messed with. As we saw in last time they played, it's not something that they can't come back from for sure.
This game is still within reach. I think no lead is going to be safe today. I don't think either team will be comfortable until they turn the scoreboard off. 2-0. Raybon would be on deck. I believe she still will be hitting, even though she's no longer in the field. 3-0. Don't want to walk the 8-hole hitter, but you still have the 9 hitter on deck. There's a strike.
She looks ready. I mean, she was right on time for that one.
So now 3-1 to Barry, who singled her last time up. Got her on the change. And so now the count is full. This is one of those moments again where Santa Monica can get in the dugout or Dutchtown could potentially cut this lead.
Yeah.
Oh, beauty of a pitch right there. Struck her out. And so the double is erased. Could not score. No runs on one hit. No errors and 1 left. And so we are in the middle of the 4th now, and Santa Monica leads 5-2. And this is the time when we talk about seniors, and there's not a lot of seniors on either team, but they're really good seniors.
Yeah, for our Lady Griffins seniors, we've got Blake West, Jenna Blanchard, Brooke Bicknair, Anna White, and Lexi Accord on some key players for Dutchtown this season. They've done a great job.
Yeah, and Blanchard, she hit the home run that brought the lead to 4-2 before Santa Monica got the run back. Bicknair, she's in the circle now, and she's had a great career. Anna White, center fielder, she's been a 4-year starter. Accord is playing in right field today. So even though there's not a lot of seniors, these are very important players that were big parts of that state championship game run last season. And how important is it to have senior leadership like that on a team?
I feel like it's one of the biggest things to create a great team because, I mean, it drives so much of what you do in everyday practice and the small things that lead to a good team, lead to a championship team. So I do think that is a really important thing.
Yeah, you see White right there in the middle now, and on the right side, that's Accord in right field. And actually 3 of the seniors, Accord, Bicknair, and Blanchard, all 3 of those girls have moms who teach. at DUTCHTOWN High School.
That's funny.
Vic Nair's mom teaches physics. Blanchard's mom teaches math. And Acord's mom teaches biology. Worked with them for many years. You have 9, 1, and 2. Stevens, Ducote, and Causey. And there's a pop caught by English off the end of the bat, I guess, right?
Yep.
It felt better than it looked, I think. When I saw her make the contact, I thought, this could be something, but it just kind of floated.
Looked like she got the very end of her bat.
So Stevens is now 0 for 2. Ducote 1 for 2. Grounded unassisted to first. Her last at bat. Scored the first run of the game for the Lady Gators in the first. Off a single. Ball 1. This is not the usual order that we see the pitchers for DUTCHTOWN.
No, but I think it worked out well. I mean, they're going to need Vic Nair to finish out this game.
Yeah.
If they want to pull out with the win.
And you could potentially still see Raybon come in if Vic Nair gets in a jam.
Yeah.
Two and 0. As we go to 3 and 0. And so after a quick first out to start the bottom of the fourth, now Vic Nair in a little bit of trouble. All 4-pitch walk. And now you've got 17 stolen bases at first base. That's the next thing you got to worry about.
Right.
And you got the slap hitter.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough few people coming up where they really got to work them.
And this is the situation that DUTCHTOWN got in trouble with in the first inning because Ducote got the single, and then Causey came up right behind her, dropped the bunt, and the third baseman got the throw to first in time, but the second baseman could not handle the throw, and so it wound up being an error, and that got 2 runners on, and both of them scored, and that was kind of what sparked that 4-run first inning for the Lady Gators.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised if I saw that again from Causey here, just because they need something to spark that energy back up and get them scoring runs again.
Even getting somebody on base for Rabelais in scoring position.
Yeah.
Would be important right here.
Definitely what they would need.
One and 0. 1 out. Ducote at first. We'll see if they send her. Not now. Strike called.
Looks like it might be a little too risky to send her here, but I honestly wouldn't think it would be too bad of an idea with how well that she's done stealing bases in the past.
Yeah, you still have the chance for her to drop one and get on base right here.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a slap straight to third, and a throw to first. They double her up. And so you get the line drive to English. English back to Barry. 5-3 for the third out. So you get no runs on no hits, no errors, nobody left. That's going to do it for the fourth inning.
She must have had a steal or something.
I think so. Hit and run, perhaps. It's 5-2 at the end of 4. Sandoval with the lead. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
Welcome to REV, delivering fiber-powered technology for both your home and your business. With phone service that connects you to what's important, internet that keeps your devices up and running, TV that delivers all the big moments, and security that protects how you live and work. All backed by local support teams right here in Louisiana. With 5-star service and reliability you can count on, we're ready to connect you to the people and places that matter most. REV.
My name is Kiwanda Joshua, and I've been with REV for many, many years. I mean, I grew up in Ascension Parish, and REV has always been a part of this community, and everywhere we go, we see REV. The people at REV just understands Louisiana. Internet service is so fast, reliable, and I get a lot of stuff done with no interruptions. For me, fiber internet from REV is super fast. It's like swoosh. I can highly recommend REV. I've been with them all my life.
Top of the fifth, and Santa Maria still leads 5-2 over Dutchtown. The difference, a 3-run homer by Kendall Landry in the bottom of the first, and Landry in the circle will face 9-1-2, just like Santa Maria a moment ago. Riley Raybon, Caroline Johnson, and White. Grounded to short through the glove of Bailey Ducote, and you get a runner on.
Yeah, it was a great hard hit, and when you hit it hard, you got that opportunity to hit it right past him.
That would have been a hard play to make right there.
Yeah.
Maybe rule that a base hit.
Yeah, I would say so.
And so that's important. You got your 9-hole hitter on base. And now Caroline Johnson's there, and now you got lots of options here.
Roll right over to the top. It's nice to have someone in the 9-hole that can do that for you.
And you got Caitlin Hoagie running at first. Good shot of the courtesy runner right there. Thank you. Best director in the business. Johnson walked and scored. Then she grounded to first, or grounded to the pitcher, back to first. Runner on, nobody out. Low. Hoagie has 7 bags. I don't know, it'd be risky down 3.
Yeah.
To send her right here.
Might be a risk they take, but I wouldn't say so.
You got Blanchard in the hole, who homered her last at bat. Strike called. You would hate to erase a runner
after
with her coming to the plate.
Right.
One and one, nobody out, runner on first, and there's a base hit. Clean to center field, and they'll go station to station.
Great solid hit.
Yeah, you got back-to-back singles. And now the tying run comes to the plate with Anna White. White is not much of a home run threat. She's more of a contact hitter. She is somebody who can advance the runners right here potentially.
Yeah, which is what they need.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see if they choose to drop one right here. I'm sure that option is in play as you get a visit to the circle from the pitching coach from the Lady Gators. So they'll talk about the situation. This is a situation that they've been in a few times when we've seen it. We've seen them in the Prairieville game, in a close game with runners in scoring position. We saw it against Dutchtown. So they should be used to this by now, the situational play. But what's the coach telling them, you think, right there?
I just feel like they've got to get a hold of where they were at the beginning, and they had so much intensity, and you could tell, you can feel the energy, and I feel like they've kind of lost that with getting that lead, and coming back and fueling that back up and shutting them down is what I'm sure they need to do. I'm sure they told him to do.
I see the second baseman, Tanner, going to center field telling Stevens instructions. So they may be looking for potential throws or cutoff situations or anything like that. Swing and a miss.
And as we saw last time they played, Dutchtown really got a hold of Landry here, their pitcher. So it's really going to be tough because they've seen her and they're starting to hit her even better than they were.
0-1, it looked like the bunt was on right there, but White had nothing to work with on that pitch. 0-1, you might have wanted to see what she was doing right there. Throw one outside.
Yeah.
See what's on. Third base is playing close. Expecting a bunt, and she's swinging away.
You can tell in their demeanor as well when, after that talk, I feel like they've kind of put a little pep in their step here.
Yep.
Get
This is a young team.
Yeah.
As we're going to see in a few minutes, it's only a handful of seniors, only 3, as a matter of fact. So this is a young team. They've been on these teams, but they probably haven't been in the field in these type of situations, a lot of these girls. 2-2. I'm sure with a coach like Amy Petrie, they've been drilled on the situationals right here. So they know what to do, but they got to get back fired up and make sure they do the right thing.
Yeah, and execute whatever's being at hand.
2-2, and it's foul. Good shot of Anna White. White has a sacrifice and a out.
Ooh.
And a strikeout victim right there.
That was a big cut right there. She wanted that one.
And that was a big out.
Yeah.
It's a good comeback after a circle visit. And now Jenna Blanchard, and we know she can tie this game on one swing. So you got to be really careful with her. She homered her last at bat to left field over the Intimidator.
With 2 strikes, so she's not to be put out.
Yeah, she's never scared. This is Dutchtown's moment right here to maybe get back in this game. Bouncer, foul. They're still in this game regardless.
Yeah.
But this game could be basically 0-0 if they can get this over the fence again.
After seeing them come back from 7 runs, it's like, you never know.
2-1. Like I said, Dutchtown, they kind of feel empowered probably after their comeback win. So they're not concerned. Three and 1. Could load the bases right here. Now you have Kaylee Wilson on deck. She's got a couple of home runs, but she's the girl who got the game-winning hit. We talked about that earlier. The 3-run single.
Yeah, that was a great job under that pressure situation.
So there's all kind of danger here.
Oh.
Ball 4. That one's a little high.
Yeah. That was a great job being selective and seeing that pitch up high and letting it go. In these situations, you want to get that big hit, and when you see that up high, it's hard to hold back sometimes. You know, you want to get that hit, but it's a good job by her.
I got to make a correction here. Sophia English is up.
Okay.
Wilson's on deck. Excuse me.
Yeah, I was curious.
Yeah, that was my mistake. Popped it up.
Might score a runner.
Right fielder catches it. They're tagging, and the throw goes to third. Safe. And the run scores, and it's 5-3. So that was a situation probably that they talked about where you cut off goes to the next bag.
Except in that situation, I feel like they might. Well, the throw might have been off, but if they would have let it go, it would have been close.
Yeah. I think that was probably the safest route right there. But the runners are now in scoring position because you probably saw that Blanchard advanced to second as well. So you got second and third with 2 outs.
Yeah, it's a good position for them, especially with Wilson up right here.
Yeah. So you get an RBI for English. That's her second RBI. It's 5-3. Base hit could tie it, though. 1-1.
Wilson is back in the box here. Trying to put something in that right center gap.
Bouncer slowly to the shortstop. No tag. The throw safe.
Wow.
And another run scores. She tried to tag Blanchard going to third and couldn't get her. Johnson scores because that ball was so slowly hit.
She almost had her on that tag, but it did look like she didn't get her.
You know, she definitely missed. Now it's 5-4, and the runner at third. And you may get a courtesy runner right here.
Two close games going on here in Ascension Parish. We've got 5-4 here, Sanamaw, and 3-2 EA over there in East Ascension. EA's 3 and Airline is 2.
So you had a home run right there.
Yeah, Emma Blanchard had a 2-run home run to get those runners in.
So now all of a sudden, EA is looking good.
Top of the 6th for them.
So they are 6 outs away.
Oh.
And they're going to intentionally walk Vicknair. And the runner is going to move to second. That is a courtesy runner, Logan Durand. So Durand is running for Wilson, and now Grace Berto, who doubled her last at bat. So now you're in a situation where Dutchtown could get a lead on a base hit.
Yeah, big lead. Potentially.
More fun between Dutchtown and Sanamaw. Two runs are already in this inning, and you have ball one and the bases loaded. A walk would tie it. Like I said, Berto doubled to left and struck out. And a good catch right there by Olivia Johnson. Saved maybe 3 runs right there.
Yeah, that was a huge play.
As you look at the replay right here, let's see what happens. She just got it, and you get 2 runs on 4 hits and no errors, and the 3 left on base. It's 5-4 now as we go to the bottom of the 5th, and now we'll look at the Sanamaw seniors.
Yeah, we'll take a look at our Lady Gators seniors. We have Bailey Decato, Brooke Rabelais, and Riley Causey.
Ducote.
Ducote, I'm sorry, Bailey Ducote.
Bailey Ducote and Rabelais right there, and these girls are such a important part. That's and when you look at the batting order, Ducote 1, Causey 2, Rabelais 3.
Yeah, that's huge.
That's the table setters for your Lady Gators, and of course, every time we bring up Brooke Rabelais in a situation like this, we got to thank Chad for giving us the batting and offensive and pitching statistics for the Sanamaw Lady Gators. They always give us the most accurate and updated information, and they get it to us always in advance so that we can talk about it. So we're very happy for that. Now, are they coming up? No, it's just Rabelais. So, yeah. I'm sure that Chad is looking very intently right now on this situation. So it's going to be 3-4-5, Rabelais, Johnson, and Tanner. That's 5-4. Low.
A lot of pressure on both teams here, so it's really going to have to see how each team reacts, and I'm sure Santamaw's definitely wants to make a statement here and get ahead.
1-0. 1-1. Dutchtown had the lead after the top of the first. Sanamaw came back with 4 in the bottom of the first. Then they traded runs to make it 5-2, and now Dutchtown scored 2 to make it 5-4. High. 2-1. This is a big inning for Dutchtown because you got to get the Lady Gators out of this inning with no runs, because that's something we see a lot for Santa Maria is when you score some runs and you're behind, they usually answer by getting those runs back.
Yeah, it's a big moment.
They did that in the 4th inning when Dutchtown scored a run and then they answered back with a run of their own. It's 2-2. Nobody out. She was waiting. she wanted to jump on that and just could not time it right.
Yeah, a little off speed of those power hitters. You know, it's you're gonna have to try to get them with the off speed.
Ooh, Dutchtown wanted that one, did not get it.
It was real inside.
Yeah, I think that was a little bit too inside right there. Three-two, and couldn't time that one right either.
Yeah, way out in front of that one, but just half a second later, and she would have had that.
Oh yeah, she was square. 3-2, nobody out. Lead off hitter. This has been a long at bat.
Yes.
And it's going to be longer.
Mm-hmm.
Still nobody over at the baseball field to retrieve that.
Definitely a battle right here.
Yep. You don't want to put her on base because you know you're going to get Rockefeller to run for her, so you're going to have some speed on the bases. Popped up a mile, and Berto makes the play.
High ball.
So fly out to second base for the first out. That brings up Olivia Johnson, and EA is now 3 outs away. They got through the 6 unharmed, right?
Yep.
So now EA is at bat in the bottom of the 6 with a 3-2 lead.
Correct. 1 out for them.
Between you and Lyle, I know exactly what's happening. Strike 1. Y'all are getting the information, and I'm just relaying it.
Looks like it's going to be a nail biter over here, though.
They're both nail biters.
Yeah.
I'm sure that East Ascension was not expecting to be behind in the bottom of the 5th.
No. Not like this.
And they are looking for their 3rd straight quarterfinal.
Correct.
There's a base hit.
That's a great job to get something started right here for them.
And so Johnson is now 1 for 2 with a walk. And Devin Tanner comes to the plate. She's 0 for 2. She popped up to the catcher and flew to left. I say this a lot, but this is another big moment. Strike called. Vic Nair should be pretty. She should not be too tired, I guess you should say, because Raybon pitched the first game, and a line drive caught by Johnson. No play at first.
Almost went to make that throw.
Yeah.
That was a good job of her being attentive, just and ready to make that throw by Johnson.
Yeah. So that's 2 outs. Kendall Landry, who has homered, was hit by a pitch.
Pitcher in her hands.
Yeah, but she seems okay. Got ahead of that one, and it's going to be a wild pitch. No contact. So on the wild pitch, Johnson moves to second. And you got a chance to get a run right here with a base hit now.
Yeah, I got a runner in scoring position for her here.
Strike. At the knees. 0-2, 2 outs, runner on second. That's Johnson. DUTCHTOWN trying to keep Santa Ma scoreless this inning. Good stop. Count 1-2. DUTCHTOWN got 2 in the top of the inning to cut the lead to 5-4. Left the bases loaded. Fouled away. EA is going to go to the 7th, 3 outs away with a 1-run lead. And the ball. 2-2.
Got to be smart here with 2 strikes on her in this situation with 2 outs and this runner on. Could really make a difference for them.
Yes. You don't want to put too many people on base right here, but you don't want to be in a situation where you get a runner on third. That was a good job by Wilson just to keep it from getting to the backstop, but it got far away enough.
Yeah, for her to be able to get there.
So now she will definitely score if Landry gets a base hit. Even an infield hit.
Yeah.
3-2 in the dirt. Well, you didn't give up the home run, and I'm sure that they're thinking about that. You don't want to. You don't want to make it 7-4.
Right.
So Mari Long is going to run, and now this time Landry will come to the plate. If you may recall, Hughes came to bat for Landry in the third. She got an RBI walk. Now Landry will bat for herself.
And I'm sure with this first and third situation, we'll have the runner on first move, and they'll attempt to put this. Oh, we've got a horn in right field.
Yeah. I'm sure that's going to cause some problems. Look at the dugout. The right fielder went to grab the horn that had dropped, and the pit crew's like, give it to us. And the right fielder said nope. And the dugout for DUTCHTOWN erupted.
Oh, I hope they don't put their mouth on that.
Yeah, well, I hope that doesn't come back and haunt them either. Don't want to fire Santa Ma up.
Looks like they're cleaning it off.
Yeah. Strike. Playoff baseball and softball, there's nothing like it.
It gets crazy.
Yep. Strike 2. It can definitely get crazy. Friday night, we didn't have any broadcasts this weekend, and so I went to the Prairieville Live Oak baseball game. Friday night, game 1, 14 innings.
Wow.
We were so tired. Even the fans were tired. 2-1.
I can only imagine how tired they were.
Yeah, I would have died out there on that field. 0-2.
Big pitch right here.
Ball high. 2-2.
East Ascension is one out away.
Well, they are one pitch away, too.
Yep.
2-2, 2 outs, 2 on. And a fly ball foul out of play. I'm sure you will let us know. I know you have no interest in that game.
Nah.
First and third, 2 outs, 1-run lead for Santa Maria. Base hit will make it a 2-run lead for sure. And it gets away. The runner does not move at third, but the runner at first moves to second.
Looks like it popped and hit the umpire.
May have. Johnson was ready to pounce on home plate, but had to jump back.
Yep. Final score is 3-2. East Ascension moves on to the third round.
So the winner of this game is going to be the visitor.
Oh, wow.
On a deep fly ball to right, and Acord is there to make the catch. And so congratulations to EA. Over here, it's no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left, and we're going to go to the 6th, and it's a 1-run game. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
Welcome to REV, delivering fiber-powered technology for both your home and your business. With phone service that connects you to what's important, internet that keeps your devices up and running, TV that delivers all the big moments, and security that protects how you live and work. All backed by local support teams right here in Louisiana. With 5-star service and reliability you can count on, we're ready to connect you to the people and places that matter most. REV.
I'm Duke Gronowski, and I love being a customer of REV. I was with one of the big guys, and I just wasn't getting the service that I expected. With 5-star customer service, I knew I'd be in great hands with REV. So moving into my first home, having technology that worked smoothly and worked every time was very important to me. I do a lot of virtual calls online, conference calls, and it's important for me not to have those calls buffering, or paused, or anything like that. And the speed is great. The bandwidth is there. Switching to REV Fiber Internet was a no-brainer to me.
We're in the top of the 6th, and it's a 1-run game at Santa Maria. DUTCHTOWN trying to come back. They've been trailing since the bottom of the 1st inning. I'm Jeff Porsche. And Corinne Wagisback is with us as well, and it's going to be 8-9-1 Paisley Berry, Riley Raymond, and Caroline Johnson for the Lady Griffins. Berry has a single and a strikeout.
Close game as we approach the end here, and Santa Maria's got that advantage with having that home side, so it'll be interesting to see. And DUTCHTOWN has a chance to take the lead here.
But I got to say, DUTCHTOWN, they braved the 17-minute trip, and they made it. They got a big crowd as well, but not as active and vocal, definitely, as the home fans.
Yeah, I feel like their dugout's making up for it.
Fly ball to center, and Stevens is right there. So that's the first out. And again, we kind of said it in passing because we were ending the inning, but again, congratulations to East Ascension as they are going to move for the 3rd consecutive year to the state quarterfinals. They will host with a chance to go to Sulphur, one of these 2 teams.
Yeah, definitely. It'll be interesting to see.
And I found it interesting as the first pitch is a grounder to second. Tanner to Landry for the second out. And that's a very quick 3 pitches, 2 outs.
Yeah, looks like Sandoval's trying to take that momentum here.
Found it interesting that EA won a pitcher's duel. Usually when EA plays, it's going to be like an 8-6 game or something like that because they got a lot of offense. They can win the low-scoring games now, too.
Yeah, really put the pitchers to work and then making that offense wasn't on today.
Yep. First pitch is high. I wanted to mention, too, because I know their pitching coach, Ron Porsche.
Yes.
And I always say no relation. When we did the EA Prairieville game, he came to me after the game and said, hey, Jeff, I want to show you something. And he had a big genealogy book. Turns out we are related.
Oh, no way.
So anyway,
That's
he
funny.
knows all the genealogy of the Porsche family. Apparently they're all from Point Coupee Parish and Terrebonne Parish, but we're all related somehow.
Oh, interesting.
Anyway, enough about my life. 1-1, 2 outs. Johnson at the plate. Ball 2. So right now, Santa Ma is 4 outs away from a rematch with East Ascension.
2 games and 2 differences.
Yep. Strike 2. Santa Ma swept EA. So they feel comfortable with that. But I'm sure that EA probably feels like they're due if they play them.
Yeah, definitely. And like I said, playoffs is always a different season. You never know, and it's a new ball game.
Yep.
Your record is 0-0.
Yep. And if Dutchtown's the opponent, which could definitely conceivably happen here, they split.
Right.
And the first game actually went to extra innings. That was won by EA. Dutchtown won the second game. And there is a shot to left, base hit, and Johnson's going to try for 2, and safe. 2-out double. And now Anna White will come up with the game-tying run.
Trying to get a little 2-out rally right here for the Lady Griffins.
If White can get a hit out of the infield, we may be tied.
One of our seniors.
Yes. Swing and a miss.
Her first baseman coach is telling her to kind of calm down with this intensity going on in this situation. 2 outs.
She has had, I'll talk about this after the second pitch, excuse me. High, 1-1. She had the game-winning walk-off hit in the quarterfinals and the semifinals.
Okay, so
she knows.
Yeah.
She's big enough for this situation.
Yeah, she's able to hit in these kind of situations.
Fouls it away. 1-2. Johnson, the tying run at second. Landry has gone the distance. High. 2-2. Intense, huh?
Yes, definitely. You really got to be so smart as a batter here to not let her get you to swing at one of those bad pitches that she's throwing.
Yeah. It's hard to take. It's easy to take the bait on the high stuff, right?
And in these situations, you want to get that hit.
And she struck her out. White was trying to argue that there was a foul tip, and it was not. And so the strikeout ends the inning. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 6th. And Santa Ma holding on to a 1-run lead as we look at the final games on our slate for this school year.
Yeah, for our next Rev games of the week coming up, we've got Friday the 24th, Sulphur at DUTCHTOWN for baseball, Division I non-select regional. And then on Saturday, it is to be announced for our softball based on who wins this game here. So that will be Division I non-select quarterfinal round.
Well, we know that game is going to be played at East Ascension.
Yes.
Because East Ascension just beat Airline 3-2 in a nail-biter. And so one of these two teams, and this has been a great game to broadcast because these two teams are so close. And both of these teams are softball crazy. I mean, look at the pit crew out here.
Yeah, they got some craziness.
In right field.
The horns are getting me.
Yeah, I feel like we're at a soccer match. The vuvuzelas that they used to play. They're definitely fired up.
Yep.
Santa Maria fans are a little more subdued. Not a big student crowd for on the DUTCHTOWN side. It's mostly parents.
Yeah.
Although Martin Aycock is here, and he's mostly wearing his DUTCHTOWN gear. Anybody who knows Martin, he always wears both teams.
I feel like DUTCHTOWN's his favorite.
Yeah, well, he graduated from DUTCHTOWN.
Yeah.
So that's always a thing for him. But he always likes to support all the teams. And his mom takes him to every game.
Yeah, it's sweet.
1-0.
Vic Nair's got to come in here strong to hold the score if they can.
It's 8-9-1, by the way. This is Kinley Trish. Stevens on deck, and Dakota will hit third. Trish has 2 strikeouts, but she's 1 pitch away from drawing a walk. Three and 0. Ball 4. And so Trish comes to first. And now you got the danger zone because you got Stevens, who's a lefty and can hit in the 300s. And then you got Dakota and Causey right after that. And so let's see if they're going to bat Stevens or not. And so this is going to be a pinch hitter for Madeline Stevens. And that's going to be Kai Gotrip, number 7. Think she has one job here?
Definitely.
And what would that be?
Well,
what, a runner on first, nobody out, and the slap hitter's coming right behind her?
Yeah, I would say she put her in as a power hitter for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, she looks like she can hit the ball.
Yeah.
So we may not see a walk here, although the third baseman is playing in tight. English. Runner goes halfway, comes back, strike called. So let's see how she does. You're placing a left-handed hitter with a right-handed hitter, so that's interesting. Now it looks like she's going to try to drop it, and she takes a strike. I initially thought that when she went for the pinch hitter that she had somebody in mind that maybe could drop a bunt, but when she came up, it looked like she was swinging away.
Yeah, and I think she's had Kai Gocher here do that before. I think she has had her lay down a bunt previously in another game that we watched.
And there's a pop-up.
Oh.
Caught. What a play by Kaylee Wilson. That's her third put out of the day.
Yeah, that's great for her.
And Good thing she used her other hand because that just about popped out the glove.
Yeah, I almost thought that it went on the ground. I didn't know.
Yeah, they would have had her at, they would have had the runner perhaps at second in a situation like that because she could not go. To Cody. It gets away from Wilson. After she makes a great play like that, loses it. That might be a pass ball.
Looks like she got ahead of herself just a little bit, wanting to try to make that throw. She saw that runner and got too ahead of herself.
Trish just got her 8th stolen base. Well, no, that's not really a stolen base. That's more of a pass ball right there. So we're not going to call that stolen base. To Cody. So now they got that runner in scoring position. This is important. If for no other reason, if you get a 2-run lead, you don't have hitters like Blanchard and Vicknair who are going to come up in the 7th inning who can tie it on one swing.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a nail biter.
1-1 in the dirt, throw to third. Got her.
Wow. It was a great slide, but she really just made that throw in time.
Yeah, she bobbled it, but look at that. That throw was right on the money.
Definitely. Low and on that right side.
Yep.
That left side. Great throw.
And now it's 2-1 with 2 outs and nobody on. I'm sure they would love to have that runner on third because she's a contact hitter.
Yeah. He took that risk.
Yep. So now to count 2-2. Because if you can get her at third and she's going to go on contact and you got your leadoff hitter and that's supposed to be your contact hitter.
Yeah.
They would have been set.
Yeah, that's a tough break right there.
Yep. 2-2, 2 out. 1-run game. To short, Johnson to Barry, 6-3, and it's going to be a 1-run game as we go into the 7th. Sanama 5, Dutchtown 4. You're watching the REV Game of the Week.
Welcome to REV, delivering fiber-powered technology for both your home and your business. With phone service that connects you to what's important, internet that keeps your devices up and running, TV that delivers all the big moments, and security that protects how you live and work. All backed by local support teams right here in Louisiana. With 5-star service and reliability you can count on, we're ready to connect you to the people and places that matter most. REV.
My name is Kiwanda Joshua, and I've been with REV for many, many years. I mean, I grew up in Ascension Parish, and REV has always been a part of this community, and everywhere we go, we see REV. The people at REV just understands Louisiana. Internet service is so fast, reliable, and I get a lot of stuff done with no interruptions. For me, fiber internet from REV is super fast. It's like swoosh. I can highly recommend REV. I've been with them all my life.
And it all comes down to this. 7th inning drama in the state playoffs. 5 seed Sanama 5, 12 seed Dutchtown 4. If Sanama can keep them scoreless in the 7th, they play EA this weekend. If Dutchtown can keep it alive, they have a chance to play at EA this weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy 3 outs right here.
And you got a girl at the plate who has already gone deep today. Jenna Blanchard on deck, Sophia English, and then Kaylee Wilson hits third.
Yeah, the Griffins are definitely in a position to score some runners right here with the people they have up to bat now.
1-1. And if they can get somebody on base, the 4th hitter is Brooke Vicknair. So you got 4 of the best hitters in this Dutchtown lineup due up. So if Kendall Landry can get him out, she's earned it.
Yeah. And she's done a great job. Both pitchers on both sides have.
It's 2-1. You're right about that. Blanchard grounded to third, homered, and walked. 1 RBI on the day. 3-1.
Every pitch matters right here.
Yep. The game-tying run is 1 pitch from getting on first. Playoff atmosphere.
Yep. I'm looking for her pitch right here.
Oh. 3-2.
Yeah, just a little out in front on that one.
Mm-hmm. 3-2, nobody out. Girl with a home run at the plate. That was big.
Yeah, that was a big pitch by Landry right there. Looks like a drop ball that she's getting him on.
Wow. Beauty. And Jenna Blanchard is retired, and now Sophia English comes up. She is singled, she is lined to third, and she got an RBI sacrifice to right.
She looks ready in the back of that box.
She definitely does. 2 outs away for Sanama. 1-run game. Ball high. She looks focused.
Yeah. I saw her taking a few deep breaths beforehand, too, in this pressure situation.
Gets away. 2-0. Like I said, you don't want to get a base runner and risk getting Vicknair up.
Yeah.
Because she can definitely take you out.
Great job on being selective here.
She looks focused, but you know there's some butterflies.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
And that's a good comeback. 3-0. Now 3-1.
Mm-hmm. Big pitch here. Lady Griffins just kind of need a spark.
They need a base runner.
Yeah.
3-1. I think she's taken right there, and she did for strike 2, and that's a big pitch. Kendall Landry trying to prove she is not going to back down.
Yeah, she looks locked in. Big pitch here.
Grounder to short. Ducote. Landry. 2 outs. That's a big comeback from 3-0.
Yeah, definitely. Still got 1 out to work with, so it's going to be tough, but not something that they haven't done before.
Kaylee Wilson. We talked about this a couple of times. She had the game-winning RBI 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. I'm sure she's got some confidence here now.
She also has 2 home runs. You might want to put that in the back of your head. Ball 1. And we are 1 out away, though, from a potential Sanama EA rematch, and wouldn't that be amazing? But we're also a couple of swings away from a potential Dutchtown
Correct,
EA rematch.
Yeah.
So 2-0.
Good
3-0. You taking 2 right here?
No. Running? I'm not fast.
Are you taking 2 pitches right here at a 3-0 count?
Oh, no. I'm only swinging if it's, like, perfect.
Yeah.
Like, that's probably not something I was thinking.
Yeah. I think everybody in the stadium knew that she was taking 100%.
Yeah.
3-1. She taking again?
I hope not.
Try to make contact.
There you go.
There's a shot to center, and it's going to be caught, and Sandoval wins. Madeline Stevens records the third out, and Sandoval gets revenge on Dutchtown after the loss 2 weeks ago, and that sets up the game, the rivalry.
Yeah, it was a close game the whole time, and Sandoval pulled through for the win.
3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. And you got to feel happy for Kendall Landry.
Oh, yeah, she did a wonderful job.
She got the loss. She got pulled, and then she had to come back.
Yeah.
And she got tagged with the loss, and now she comes back and goes the distance and gets the win.
Absolutely proved herself there.
Yeah, and so I'm sure that Coach Amy Petrie is thrilled about that. And Dutchtown, a couple of weeks ago, this team was dead in the water. They looked like they were going to be a road team for the playoffs, and then they got the miracle victory against Sandoval. Then they came back and beat East Ascension, and now they're 1 run away from could have made the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
You know, that's heartbreaking for them, and they got to go to the circle, and you got to, you're going to have your little prayer and little team moment.
They put up a good fight, though.
But I'm sure that's tough for them because their seniors are just heartbroken right now.
Yeah, it's always sad to see them go.
And so either EA or Santa Maria is going to go to Sulphur, and that is that's the game in Ascension Parish.
Yep.
And so, but this time it's going to be at East Ascension, so that's a little change
Saturday,
in the
right?
change in the plot. Because usually Santa Maria gets that home game for the quarterfinals, but man, this has been this was a great baseball game, or softball game. Excuse me. Both teams just left it all on the field today, I believe. And Santa Maria just had a little more. There was one mistake in that first inning that accounted for the that 3-run homer. But again, I talk about Kendall Landry. Not only did she go the distance, she had 3 RBIs.
Yeah.
And she hit the home run.
She really provided a lot for them this game.
And that's her right there, number 12.
Yep.
So that's a great job of getting right behind her for that shot. And
looks like they're congratulating her now.
Yeah, they should be.
Yeah.
Look, they got their hands. Okay, now there you go. Okay, yeah, you don't leave your teammate hanging like that, right? And so that's a big win. And one of the things I talked about all season when Santa Maria was struggling and they had those moments where it looked like they could potentially lose the game. Mm-hmm. Coach Petrie's just taking it in.
Yeah.
She's relaxed because she's been through 100 of these games.
Right.
And they were not too big or too small for this moment. They were big enough to handle that, right?
Yeah, they did a great job of handling that pressure situation.
So now what's going to happen when you get that rematch? How does if you're EA, you're like, okay, we finally got a home game, and we got a shot to go to Sulphur, and then they got to look and they're like, oh, it's Santa Maria.
Yeah.
So how do they feel right now? How do you think both of these teams feel right now that we're going to see this weekend?
I think that East Ascension is going to be looking for revenge, looking to make amends with them, because if the time is to do it is now, the time to do it is now. So
yep.
I'm just
they'll never get a bigger moment than this.
Yeah, I think this year would be the year to do it. So
yeah, and so we'll see what happens, and we're going to be broadcasting Saturday, and that's going to be doozy.
Yep.
And we'll get you updated on times and the situations and all that once we know. But we're also going to be at Dutchtown on Friday. I believe Jimmy and Mike are going to do that game, the playoff game between Sulphur and Dutchtown. And so that's going to be something to look forward to as well. That's again our weekend schedule. Friday, Sulphur at Dutchtown baseball. Saturday, EA hosting Santa Maria for softball. And so we will wrap things up from here. And this was just a monumental game. And Dutchtown just did not have enough at the end, and they lose to Santa Maria 5-4. Corinne, thanks for everything you've done with us.
Yeah, thank you.
This year and everything. And I want to thank all of our camera operators, Zane, Maggie, and Jake. They did a great job here tonight. Andre, always the best in the game for directing. And then Lau Boudreau back home, keeping us updated on the EA scores and everything else that you do. Our final score is Santa Maria 5, Dutchtown 4. For everybody, I'm Jeff Porsche. Thanks for watching. You've been watching the REV Game of the Week.